first question is, I'm feeling like I'm at a dead end. I'm 20-something living in the UK, and I'm beginning to feel like my life is at a dead end. I hate myself but can't motivate myself to change. I'm lazy, unhealthy, and generally a bad person. I only work part-time, although I motivated myself to increase my hours. I don't seem to be able to get them. I'm a screw-up at work and generally think that I'm on the edge of losing my job, let alone getting more hours. I need money to move out. I'm sick and tired of living at home, but even if I managed, I don't think I'd be able to live on my own. I would just live in my own mess. What should I do? So the first thing that I encourage you to do is that you have to change your mindset. That you're not a failure. You are not your mistakes. You can get through it, and you will get through it. See, a lot of times we tend to over-dramatize our failures. We tend to think of ourselves in a very black and white scale, and usually the negative always dominates. Either, let's say, I'm not attractive, I'm dumb, I'm fat, I'm ugly. All these things, all these negative things never get you anywhere in life. They're only meant to, as you said, you feel like a failure. So you're just going to constantly keep feeding yourself these negative thoughts. You're never going to get anywhere because you're not feeding your mind the right information. When you get up, when you wake up in the morning, think about it like your mind is in a blank state. It's a blank canvas. You can do anything that day. You can manifest anything that day. You wake up and you instantly look at yourself. You either call yourself fat, lazy, slow, all these different types of things. So then your body and mind fall suit in that. You got to be able to change your mindset and think that I'm not a failure. I can do this. I can do this today. See, if everybody held themselves up to this high standard, nobody would be successful. Nobody would be able to live with themselves if they held themselves to a high standard. We want to set these high standards of beauty, being smart, and all these things, but that's not being human. You can't be perfect in any of those categories. If you see that somebody's perfect in that category, you're wrong. These people are not perfect. These people go through things like you. You are no different than anybody else. Everybody goes through this, so it's okay that you feel like you're not doing enough. It's okay to feel like that. Because everybody is. I feel like that, you feel like that, and anybody here watching that feels like that at times. But in order to change your mindset, you have to, in order to benefit yourself, you have to change your mindset. You can't go around thinking that you're a failure. It's just not productive. It's not good because you're better than that. So you will manifest whatever you think you are. If you think you're a failure, you're going to be a failure. If you want to move out and you think that it's going to be a mess, it will happen. Because that's what you're feeding your brain. That's what you're feeding your mind. You go into work. If you asked your coworker, hey, do you think that I'm lazy, unhealthy, and generally a bad person? They would say no. It's because you're in your own mind too much. You got to get out of your own mind. Most people, if you walk past them on the street, they don't know your flaws. You make them know your flaws. Why don't you make them know the good stuff about you? I know there's some good in you. Obviously, you're not just a bad person. You're special. You got a gift. And you got to live with it. You got to regain your confidence in life. So, another thing is that if you need motivation, I think that there's just a lack of goals. I think that you are too comfortable in your situation. And that's not to say that being uncomfortable breeds success, because that's not true. But you need goals. You need something to do in life. Because if you're not, you're just going to keep falling into this hole of, I don't feel good. I feel like a failure. It's because you're not striving for anything. Whether it be a promotion at your job, going to the gym, running, training for a marathon, something. But you have to live life with goals. When you live life with no goals, you're just going to keep floating. And that's the thing, you're just going to keep floating and floating. And you have nothing to go. You have nothing to go on. You're just living life just in a washing machine. You have nothing to go on your life. So you got to set goals for yourself. You got to wake up, attack those goals, and tell yourself you can do it, because you can. You can do anything you want. Anything you want, you can do. You got to be able to change your mind, though. That's the big thing. Nobody else is going to stop you. You're getting in your own way. Your mindset is getting in the way of your goals, your dreams, whatever you want in life. It's you. You are the only person in your way in this specific circumstance. So I would really tell you, change your mindset, have some goals, and you can do it. You can.